Taking care of your cat's health is the most important thing for them to live long and healthy lives. 1, because they'll be happy, and then 2, we get to enjoy them for as long as possible, which makes us happy. But sometimes that means having to give them meds, which can cause anxiety for the cat and their owners. But that's why I'm making this video, to help you administer that medication in the easiest and most painless way possible. For best results, you want to do it in a calm environment. So avoid loud, stressful noises or a lot of people who are unfamiliar to the cat, or like a lot of people grouping around and watching. And you definitely want to avoid giving them medication when they're already ramped up and frisky. It's best to have the person that they trust the most give them the meds, or somebody who has already been doing it consistently, so that, you know, it's familiar to the cat. So go to an area that they feel safe. Let them show you if they have like a favorite room or a favorite spot, the place where they feel the safest and the calmest. The second thing I would suggest is to have a reward ready. Why? Because rewards are motivating. This is a good way to do it like before you feed them or something like that. It'll also give them, you know, it'll maintain a positive association with you and a positive association with getting the medication itself. They'll be less likely to resist it and freak out if they learn that something good is going to happen afterwards. And number 3, always administer it at a consistent time. So make sure that this works with your schedule. That way it works for you, it works for them, and the medication works best when it is consistent, which is what we want. Now we'll get on to actually showing you how I give them their meds. So we're going to start with syringe application. Okay, so we're actually going to just drop some water into their mouths because we actually don't have any cats that are on medication currently, but this will do the trick to kind of show you what to do. Personally, I have found that the squat technique works best for administering this. What that basically is going to look like is you're going to have a cat right between you. You can close your feet to kind of prevent the backing out escape situation, but you know, don't crush them, have them right here. This gives you a good angle to hold their chest while also using your thumb to kind of stroke their neck and kind of pull the skin to the point where you're going to reveal, you know, you're going to open up their lips a little bit, and with your other hand you just squirt it in. Alright. We're filling it up. I won't. We got about half a milliliter here. Let's first do slide. Slide. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. I knew it. He's in a little bit of a bad mood, which most cats might be when you do this. Alright, so again, he's between my legs. Just like that. You do it quick, you do it painlessly. Pet them, tell them they did a great job. Good boy. Now it's reward time. Good boy! Alright. She doesn't like this. She's not used to it either. So, she's in between my legs. I'm pulling her lip. Got it. Here she is. She's fine. And Gemma loves to be fed, so she's a good girl. She did a good job. Always reward them with loving words as well. Squirt time.
If you have a cat that's used to sitting on your lap, that's, you know, a lap cat, likes to be pet, likes to cuddle, this is where they're going to feel safe. Like Liz said earlier in the video, you want them to feel safe. And this is where Chew spends a lot of his time, right here with me. So with Chew, I'm just going to hold under his jaw. I'm not squeezing his neck. I'm squeezing below his jaw a little bit. And there you go. It helps if you have a very well-bred and very well-mannered cat.
Oh, the shade! The shade is imminent! Damn, did it get shady in here? It's just me.
For those of you who have pets that have special needs and wonder, will this work for them too, this is Toya. Toya was the runt of her litter. She was the only girl, and she has some health problems. She has some respiratory issues, and she also has some problems with coordination. Sometimes she struggles to cut and stop when she's running. She also can't really jump very well. Toya is more of a scratcher than her brother, but I'm going to use the same technique. Again, I'm holding the jaw, not at the throat, and I'm holding her like this so that it was harder for her to scratch at my hand. She's going to fight me more than her brother, and there we go.
Good girl. Chew checking his sister to make sure she's okay. Hopefully you got a good example of cats that are well behaved to the ones who might fight a little bit. So, now we're going to move on to administering pills. Okay.
Now that you've seen us give medicine in liquid form to cats, you might ask yourself, well, what about stuff that doesn't come in liquid form? What about the stuff that comes in pills? Because there are some medicines that they still haven't mastered giving in liquid form. Now, for that, you're going to have to use a little different technique. Most of our cats do not take medicines orally, they're pills, but luckily for you folks and unluckily for him, Chew here has a little bit of sensitive skin, and sometimes he gets some skin irritations, so the vet does let us give him Benadryl for these irritations. So that's what we're going to be giving him today, just a half of one Benadryl, and this is how you do it. So he's a little in a good mood, so let me just ruin that for him. You want to tilt the head up. It encourages the swallowing reflex. And don't be afraid to hold their mouth. If you're not squeezing it, just hold it gently. Now, I'm just going to put my hands on him here across his chest to keep him from running. I'm going to tilt his head up a little bit. There you go. And then I'm just going to pop this into his mouth. Now, once you do, he's going to try and spit it. So you're going to want to hold his mouth closed. And you're not hurting him. They can breathe. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Watch the throat. Watch for the swallow. Good.
Good boy.
And it's that simple.
But Liz, what if it's not that easy?
It's okay. Hey, come here. Hey, ow!
Oh, God. Am I scratched?
Get down.
Comes with the territory, unfortunately. And I want more of a hands-off approach. Well, there is definitely other options for you. Get the syringe and then squirt the dosage into the wet food before you give it to them. Or they also sell things called pill pockets. I'm sure most of you have already heard about this. It tastes like a treat. I think they like it. Sly has taken it before. If the pill is small enough and you can fit it inside the pill pocket and they'll eat it without a problem, definitely try that method too. I would check with your vet before crushing up pills and putting it in the food, but adding it to food is a very good way to give them their medicine with the most like hands-off approach. My brother has had a lot of success giving his cats medication through adding it to the food, so definitely try that out if nothing else. Hopefully this gave you guys a good idea of how to administer medication to your cats. Leave a comment below, let me know if any of these techniques worked for you or if you have another technique that you find is just as good. And good luck with everything. I hope whatever you have to give your cat medicine for clears up quickly, and you all have a wonderful, happy day. Thanks again for hanging out with us.